What's up, you guys? I'm here at SlimXTeamSymmetry, here to bring you guys what you all have been waiting for, here to finally reveal the deck that I've actually been using for about 2 weeks right now. With all the speculations of the ban list that are still going on, you know, it's not 100% confirmed yet, I decided to pick up Dark Worlds again because I felt that from all the lists that I've seen, I noticed something interesting, and that was that Dark World did not get hit. At the same time, it doesn't mean that Dark World is tier 1, but it does mean something. Now that Tour Guide has been reprinted, Zen Mains has been reprinted, Dark World is very cheap to build. Dark World is officially a budget deck, and I think it's one of the best budget decks out. That's just my personal opinion. And everyone knows that I've been an advocate for Dark World. When Mike Ballon won Long Beach and I saw him win against Dino Rabbit, it was a great feeling because even though I was running Dino Rabbit, in the back of my mind I kind of wish I had brought Dark World, and I didn't give the deck enough chance. So recently I've just been picking it up and using it on Dueling Network. So far it's been testing very well. Through all my testing, I've lost like maybe 1 or 2 games out of like 20, and what I like about the deck is that I know how to run it. The combos are easy. The combos are broken if you get them off properly, and if the list does pan out the way I feel it will in a couple days, I think Dark World will be a really good choice. People think it's still inconsistent, but I feel that if you build a version like this, it'll be a lot more consistent. Now, what I'm going to tell you guys right now is this deck is, I think, almost card for card what Mike Ballon ran in Long Beach, but I'll tell you guys the reasoning of why I built the deck like this. Some things are different, and I'll explain that as well. I also have the extra deck that I have right now for it, and a couple of the side cards you should consider. So I'm just going to get into it right now. Let me know what you guys think. You know, thumbs up the video, you guys already know, and we'll just take it from there. So if people don't like standard Dark World, I apologize. I'll try to add a little bit of a slim twist into it. But anyways, I mean, I do have a hat with a D on it for Dark World, so, you know, I did put in some thought on this one. So anyways, let's get to the profile. As you guys can see, I'm doing it on my Nationals mat. I wanted to do that since I went there, and, you know, I just love this mat. So anyways, we'll start with the basics. You got to run 3 Grapha. Grapha is the best card of the deck when it comes to monsters, because this card, I mean, is pretty much what the field is, an infinite 3000 beater. This card's awesome. It's good against dragons, amazing against rabbit, and it's very hard to beat. Plus, if you discard it, you pop a card. You guys already know that this card is broken. I don't even have to explain this card at all. You go, of course, you combo that with 3 Snow, which is your searcher. Everyone says Snow needs to get hit. This card's busted with the field because you search, you draw, you do a lot of combos. So this card is also amazing. This card also goes up to 2000 with the Gates of Dark World, so it's a deck dev target. And I just think it's amazing, of course. And then 3 Brow, you have to run 3 Brow. Brow is your draw engine. A lot of people don't realize how great the combo is with the field where you get to draw 2 cards. That's just so good. That's a pot of greed. I mean, that's amazing. You can do so many combos. You can do that, then you can reborn it, bounce it back for Grapha, and you've just plus so much. So this card is a definite staple at 3. I would never run less than 3 of any of these cards. And then, actually, I lied. My favorite Dark World monster is actually Beige. People might wonder why. This card equals infinite Grapha because this card's effect, special summon itself, is broken. You can do so many broke combos with Dark World Dealings, with Drag Down to the Grave, with Gates of Dark World, and just bounce for Grapha. It's an amazing card, and I highly suggest that people run it. Some people don't like this card. I think this card's broken. If you're not running it, I really don't know why. And that's it for the Dark World monsters. It's the standard 10. There was never really a difference in any of the builds I ever made. Now, if this list is true, I'm abiding by the rules, and also I did what Mike Ballon did, 2 Tour Guide, not 3. The reason why is if the list hits it to 2, you can only run 2. Now, people may wonder, what is the benefit of having only 2 Tour Guide? I think 2 Tour Guide is actually better. At first, I strongly disagreed. I felt you needed 3. But then I thought to myself, 2 Tour Guide can search out 3 Brows, and that's enough. Because you can always combo the... People forget, Tour Guide can summon a monster from the hand, so if you bounce this back for Grapha, you still have a target. So in a sense, you still have your 6 cards. I don't like Sangan. Sangan conflicts with Drag Down, it conflicts with Dark World Dealing, so I feel that the 2 Tour Guide is enough, and 2 Tour Guide is fine. They're star foils now, they're black rares, you can get them, they're amazing, and they make your rank 3s, which are really... important for the deck. And then the last monster is, yes, I did put in a Malefic Stardust like Mike Ballon. didn't understand why he did it until I started playing with this card. This card is great against Rabbit. It's great against a lot of decks, especially with Inzectors and stuff gone. They can't target this, so they'd have to. They're like dead. So basically, this card just runs over everything. This card's great, protects your field. That's really important. Plus, I mean, 2,500 is nothing to laugh at. It gets over Laggy and Dolka, so this card is just great. And I love this card. So definitely just one of those. So it's I believe it's 13 monsters. Yeah, it's 13 monsters. Basically, took out the last tour guide for a Malefic Stardust, and I highly suggest you try it. All right, so that's it for the monsters. This is a turbo version of the deck, so it moves very fast. On to the spells, we have 3 gates. Best field spell that I know, hands down. This card is great. So many combos with this. Every monster in the deck benefits off this, including the Malefic Stardust because it protects it. It's just an amazing card in general. 3 Dark World Dealings. This is my favorite spell of the whole deck. People know when I did my Slim Psychology on Dark World, I talked about this card single-handedly, how this card can win games. This card is great because it gets your combos started. If you open with a Dark World Dealings and a Dark World monster other than Brow, even if you open with Brow, you're starting your combos. I love this card. I would highly suggest you never go less than 3 because this card is just great. Probably the best spell everyone agrees with is 3 Drag Down into the Grave. This card is busted because you get to see your opponent's hand, take a card, and then you just like win from there because you know what they're going to do. You know the combos. If you're a good player, you can see the plays before they do. And that's what I love about this card. I love taking advantage of my opponent's hand and ripping their hand apart and then just beating them down from there because they can't come back. And then 3 upstarts. We do not care about life points. Our monsters are strong enough to get past anything. We need to draw to our combos. And the faster we can draw to our deck, the better it is. This makes the deck a 37-card deck because you're thinning out 3 cards automatically. And that's it for pretty much the whole draw engine. The draw engine's pretty big. I consider the field a draw engine because of Brow and because you draw anyway. But then on to the staples. 1 Reborn, obviously. Broken combos to get Grapha back. Always Reborn for a Dark World monster, though. Don't be stupid and Reborn Grapha. Always Reborn a Dark World monster so you can bounce it for Grapha. Please, like, give yourself a plus. Dark Hole, we don't care if we blow up our field because we'll always bring Grapha back. Plus, I said with Beige, it's infinite Graphas. Heavy Storm, same rules apply. None of these cards are really set, and most of them that are set can be chained, so why wouldn't you run this card? This card's great. Card Destruction is broken, self-explanatory. Allure of Darkness, I wasn't running this at first, but then I realized how great the combo is with Tour Guide into Leviair, and this card just helps speed through the deck. Plus, you can set this and your opponent can bluff MST it, so it's a good card in general. And then 1 Foolish Burial. I still run the Foolish Burial. Everyone says this card's an inherent -1. It's true, but you always Foolish for Grapha, so you're always going to get Grapha back, so it balances out. I think the card is just great in general. That's it for the spells. Onto the traps. The best trap is hands down Reckless Greed. People said, why do you run Reckless Greed? I never understood this. Haven't you guys seen enough Dark World deck profiles to understand that this card single-handedly can win you games? You can have a shit hand, and you can literally draw to all your outs with this card. Comboing these together is amazing. I've had a few games where I've actually gotten all 3 off at once. You draw 6 cards, you only skip 2 turns. Amazing. This card is busted, and I will never run Dark World, especially Turbo Dark World, without it. You need it. It really just makes a big difference. Trust me. If you don't believe me now, try it, and then you'll understand. I chose to run the 2 Torrential. Most people would only run 1. Field clearing is very important because of decks that can still Sworn. Decks that Sworn fall to Mirror Force, they fall to Torrential. Torrential they fall to more because you can chain this card. And this card is really great because you can combo it with Zen Mains, you can combo it with Grapha because you're always going to get Grapha back. That's the whole point of this. You're always going to get Grapha back. So this card is great. And I think 2 is just fine for field clearing. I still run the 2 Mind Crush. I run the 2 Mind Crush because I combo them with Drag Down to the Grave, and a lot of decks search, like Sanguine Searches. A lot of decks run Searchers and stuff like this, especially if Agents come back. Like, you'll know what to hit. Like, this card is never dead to me. I think this card is great. And I would highly suggest still running these. I know a lot of people don't like this card, but I think this card is amazing in the deck. The MVP against a lot of small decks is definitely Deck Dev. I was using this and I used it against, I was playing my friend and he was running Banish Fish, and I literally hit every card in his hand and I knew I won the game from there because I already had Grapha Engrave and a way to summon it, so I was like, this card is just amazing. This is a rare Deck Dev, and I was like, just run this card. This card's good. Like, people don't think it's that good anymore. Wait for the format to change and you'll see otherwise why little monsters are going to make a big difference, and Deck Deving them is amazing. Plus, combo this with Mind Crush. This combo is broken and it secures your win. Like, seriously, it secures your win. And then the last trap is 1 Solemn. I'm not running Skill Drain. Mike Ballon runs Skill Drain. The reason why I'm not running Skill Drain is I personally just don't like it in the deck. I've tried it and I always draw it. It's always dead, and I like just having a 40-card deck. He cut an Upstart. I didn't believe in that. I think that was weird. I wanted a 37-card deck and with the 3 Upstarts, so I ran the Solemn. The Solemn's great. It stops what you can't. Like, if you can't get past something, you have to Solemn. Every other card in this deck can take care of your problems. Then on to the extra deck that I have now. Just be warned, this extra deck's not the best, but it's really all I have on me right now. Stardust for the Malefic, obviously. Zenmains is your best. I highly suggest you run 2 of these because you can get 2 of these off, and if you can lock your opponent down with this card even once, you're winning the game because you'll draw to your outs by then. Leviathan, this helps set up your field. You tour guide into this, and then you detach, and then you can start your combos off with your field because you'll have a Fiend Engrave, a Dark World Engrave, whatever. Acid Golem, I've always said I don't like this card, but this card's great in this deck because once you've done all your special summoning, you make this thing. This is another 3000 beater. It's good in my opinion. Obviously, you need to run Levier. The combos with this is busted, especially with the lore and with the field. You're always going to have targets for this card. Temtempo, I use this card actually. My friend made Gachi Gachi, the same fish guy made Gachi Gachi, and I went tour guide into this, detached, got one of Gachi Gachi's materials, and I just plowed through the thing. So this card's great. I love Temtempo. Plus he wears a little hat. Y'all notice that? He wears a little hat. Any card that wears a hat gets approval from me. Giga Brilliant because it's brilliant. This card can help. Like, you may not think so, but being able to beef up your monsters by 300 actually is significant, and it's all monsters, and it's permanent, so it's a good card. The rank 4s that I run, I don't know why I run these. Like, you rarely make rank 4s, but, I mean, sometimes you can. Roach. Roach goes to 22 under the fields. I mean, it's not that bad. It's good against dragons and other big decks, so it's cool. Plus, it's a Nanigans Roach. This is the Nana Roach, so shout out to the Nanigans. This card's awesome. This card's brought me a lot of luck, actually. Utopia and Utopia Ray, just because they're rank 4s, and you never know. Like, you never know when you could actually make this. Maestro, because it's a Book of Moon, and everyone knows how much I love monsters that can take care of cards like Shein and stuff like that, so this card's great. Gemnite Pearl only because I got it Starfoil. If it wasn't for that, I don't know, it's just in there just because. And then I can't ever not run this card. This card's my favorite, Photon Butterfly Assassin. This card is broke, like so broke. Has so many great combos, and I just love this card, so I definitely run all these cards. Plus, I mean, you never know. You can snow and you can, wait, is snow a 4? Yeah, snow's a 4. You can snow and you can beige or double snow into something. You guys never know the situations. I always want to be prepared. If Nationals has taught me anything, it's be prepared for any situation, because you never know. I use this card to win in my Dino Rabbit mirror. I use this card to win in some of my other matches in Nationals. This card was just great. So that's it. I don't think it's a full 15. Throw 2 random cards in there, like Greenosaurus or some other of the Djinns. I just used what I had. And then when it comes to side deck, I don't have a full build side deck, but here are some suggestions. For Game 2, if you win Game 1, which you should through speed, you want to side into a slower game. So you want to side cards like Reaper that can really just slow down the game, Arcana the Fool, Jellin Duo. Mike Ballon did Jellin Duo. I think Jellin Duo is a good card. So is Reaper, though. Reaper can hit the hand, and that's key to winning. Dark World wants to take away your opponent's hand and then beat you down from there. So why not bring a monster to the board that can do just that and can stall out when you're in trouble? That's why the deck is so good against Dino Rabbit, because Dino Rabbit doesn't have as much negation as they think. Once they run out of ammo and run out of fire, they're done. So cards like this really help. And then the only other cards I have with me are 3 MSTs, because they're not in the main deck. You'll want to side in MSTs, because people are going to side Royal Decree. They're going to side... What else are they going to side? They're going to side... what do you call it? Like Gozen Match. They're going to side just other random cards, and I feel that these cards are just better. So this is all you need, really, to be successful in your match. Anyways, that is the Dark World deck profile. Let me know what you guys think. It's very standard. Like, that's something I wanted to let you guys know, is that the deck is really hard to, like, improvise. Like, I haven't found any improvs I can do for the deck, and the only other card I've considered is Fabled Raven. At the same time, I really don't like it that much, because I don't really synchro in this deck, and I feel that Exceeds are more powerful, and Grapha is just broken. Like, you can win with Grapha alone. But anyways, let me know what you guys think. This is the deck I will be running and testing with at locals this weekend, just to see how it does. It is a sneak preview, but I'm just going to be testing with friends for fun. I'll let you guys know the report on it. Let me know what you guys think. How would you change it? Would you improve it? Do you think it's good? Do you think it's playable, like, next format? And just let me know what you guys think, because nothing here on the deck has really changed. All I did was cut a tour guide, if tour guide does go to 2, but otherwise I'd probably run 3 over the Stardust. But Stardust is a great card. Try it out and let me know what you guys think. You know, thumbs up the video. 150 plus likes would be awesome. I'll be doing my next guest upload probably Saturday before I go to locals. I wanted to do it today, but I've just been way too busy, and I didn't think uploading their video now would be fair, because then I'd upload mine and they wouldn't get enough views. So I'll definitely be doing that Saturday, and that'll be the only upload I'll be doing. But let me know what you guys think. Do you enjoy Dark World? What do you use in your Dark World that's different from mine, and do you suggest anything? Anyways, let me know what you guys think. Thumbs up the video. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I don't really do deck profiles, but I like to do them every once in a while, especially with a deck that I really enjoy. So hope you guys like the video. Thumbs it up, and thank you for watching.